To do that, I did not need to do that. Look at my skin. Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today I'm about to be a beauty guru because the majority of the community is currently trash. So hello, welcome to your unproblematic beauty guru for today. And that was a little bit shady, but yeah, we're not even going to get into it because we're going to get into something fantastical. I've seen a few of the great amazing gurus and makeup people try out, and I've seen this all over my feed, and I got this in my PR, people. This came in from Juvia's place, and I've seen it and I'm so excited to basically try out what some people are calling the world's most full coverage foundation. Hopefully it can cover a multitude of sins, lies, drama, deceit, and make me look like a gorgeous beauty queen. Now, in all seriousness, I was very, very excited to see this. I feel like this year has been a wave of like new brands, new products kind of popping up. And Juvia's Place is not a new brand. They are known for their highly pigmented eyeshadow palettes. I've got them. They're amazing. The Sahara palette's one of my favorite palettes. Owned by a woman of color, which I just love and think is just so fantastic in a world where there's a little bit of a trend for people to be diverse, but actually when also people who are from diverse backgrounds are actually chiming in and actually creating and can create more product for everyone. I think that's fantastic. And I've seen a bunch of like new foundations and brands like come onto the market, new brands popping up that are actually like owned by women of color, and I just think this is amazing. This isn't just about tokenism, but like actual creation, and I'm really here for it. I'm really excited. So they have launched the I Am Magic collection. There are 42 shades of foundation. It's based on different categories. So you've got the Nubian category, you've got the medium category, and you've got the fair category, and the numbers go from 100 for the darkest to 740 for the lightest. So the foundation is a velvety matte foundation, and it comes in this little squeezy tube like this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't normally use foundation in tubes like this. I like a squeezy pump, but you know what? This is small, it's handy and easy to carry around, and it's for $20. So it's kind of petite, but I do think it's a good price. And I love the fact that they're named after different African cities and countries. And so I can see shades here called Lagos, Nigeria, Accra for my Ghanaians. We've got Somalia, we've got Togo, we've got Burkina. Oh, I love it. I think this is great. So I think I'm around the 200s, 300s. So the deep, dark and dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch just a few on my face and see which one I'm gonna roll with. And I also have a darker face to my neck, so I try to like meet in the middle, and I have my beard area here as well. So I usually go a little bit lighter down here. So whenever you see my foundation, it might be a little bit light here, but I find that it blends better here. So I don't have this like mask face and then like neck. Weird, I know. As a Nigerian, I'm gonna swatch Lagos first. This is shade 240. Very creamy, gives me that whipped texture, and the coverage looks intense. This is Togo at 210. These are very neutral. So there's no like red or yellow, they're straight up in the middle. Ooh, Togo looks good. Togo looks like almost my exact skin tone. I'm gonna go in with Malawi, which is shade 230. That's a little bit more yellow. 205, Tanzania. Oh, I like that. And then I'm gonna do 200, which is Kenya. Oh, right, so the difference is this is a bit more red and this is a bit more yellow. Both seem to be kind of the same hue. And on this side, I'm gonna swatch the 300s. This shade is 300 and it's Gabon. I'm not gonna lie, they seem kind of similar, but I'm sure they've got like slight nuances because this is super neutral and cool for me. 310, Burkina, 320. Ooh, one's kind of more of an orangey colour. 330 is Accra, Ghana. Oh, that's an interesting shade. It's super yellow and cool. 340, Kampala, and 350, which is Somalia. All right, so clearly I can see I'm definitely more in the 200s. Looking at this, I think I'm gonna go for probably one of these two shades right here. But this one kind of looks exactly like my skin tone. Okay, so let's get into putting my foundation on. Firstly, I'm gonna go with my normal moisturizer. I'm using the Elizabeth Arden Pravage. It's slightly tinted, so I do get a little bit of a grey hue, but I love this and it's factor 50. And then I'm gonna be fancy and I'm gonna go with the Rose Gold Skin Mist from Fasali. The reason being is that I want that moisture before I put on my foundation. Oh yes. Let's get it on. This foundation is thick. It's thick, it doesn't need much. I'm actually gonna mix because I want a little bit more yellow. I don't think I have to mix, but she's a preference. And I know that the amount of foundation I've got on now is a lot. Okay. Maybe I didn't need to mix as much. Oh my God, that's really full coverage. I got the mix wrong. I don't need to mix. Bear with me, bear with me. It's coming up. I went wrong. I didn't need to do that. I did not need to do that. Okay. What I just learned there is I need to stay in the 200 category. That is where I am, no matter what I thought was going on. And I think that I can wear Kenya or Tanzania. Those two shades, 200 or 205. I don't know why I decided to mix in some kind of like 300 shade there. Didn't need to do that, didn't need to. I'm gonna go straight in with Tanzania. And a little goes a long way. I tell you now, she's thick. You see how that's like the lovely exact colour of my cheek, which is where I usually try to match towards. Wow, it's so smooth. My face looks airbrushed. My face looks airbrushed and poreless. And I've got pores. What? It's weird. As the foundation blends in, it's like it's a slightly different colour. Like, this is better and warmer than my swatch. I don't understand. Like, I thought it looked pretty neutral, and I actually like to have like quite a bit of red and like saturation in my foundation. I thought it looked really neutral, but looking at it now, it's warm and rich, and without eyebrows, I look like an egg. But my skin looks airbrush the house. Like, down here is my hyperpigmentation, which normally takes a few layers of foundation to like cover, you know, because we have a beard. But look how, like, from here to here, can you tell there's a difference in skin tone? Never. I did not put a lot on. And I've got to tell you, this ish is airbrushed. And it's probably because it's got that kind of whip texture. I know she looks like an egghead. It's fine. I'm going to put on eyebrows.
A few moments later.
Okay, hair down, decided to put a little yellow on my eyes. And as you can see, this base, it's got this kind of like airbrush effect. And I feel like the colour is absolutely perfect. It was neutral, but without looking bland. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal now. I'm going to use their new concealers as well. And I'm going to go like kind of bang in the middle, and I'm going to go for 11, which I think probably comes up in the medium category. But, you know, I like my under eyes to shine bright like my future. And here it is. It's a chunky. Oh, it's thick. But I like the fact that you've got the number on the bottom right here. And this is like, it's got some girth on it. Just saying. Because I feel like the foundation was quite full coverage, I have a feeling that a little concealer is going to go a long way. And oh, it's bright. It's bright. I don't want to put more than that on. Let's go ahead and blend this. It's quite a creamy concealer. Oh, shade 11 is perfect. I look radiant and glowy. Oh, I like how that looks. That's really pretty. I feel like it really complements the foundation. Okay, 11. So I'm going to wear this for the day and see how well she wears. And I will give you guys an update. I think it probably is it's not as matte as the foundation. So if you're someone who bakes, you might want to go ahead and bake or add a little powder. I no longer bake. I don't bake at all. I found that my under eyes are significantly less dry now that I don't bake, and I don't have as much creasing because my skin's not as dry. I think baking is really bad for the skin. I'm going to tell you guys that now. I don't think we should be doing it. I think that's why some people's eyes are looking 40 when they should be looking 21. Just saying. Stay young forever by keeping your face moist. I love how radiant that looks. I feel like I look really glowy. My base looks stunning. But for those of you who are oily, you could definitely powder the under eyes. I'm going to go ahead and use a dark concealer to contour. I'm going to use, what shade is this? Number 6. And actually, number 6 not that dark. It's actually quite neutral. Wow, that's a good contour, but without looking too muddy. I will go ahead and add a little bit of powder on my under eyes, and with that concealer a little goes a long way. And for me, I literally just like swish powder. I even like how a moist glow looks on me now. Oh my gosh, look at my skin. This looks flawless. I'm gonna go ahead and add some bronzer. Right, I'm going to go ahead and add some blush. This is my Natasha Denona palette, and I love this blush. Okay, guys, there you have it. I am done. I feel like my face looks super airbrushed. It's kind of got this like smooth airbrush finish, and I look super even, but not like, I don't look cakey. So I clearly have a lot of coverage because of how even I look. You can't see any hyperpigmentation through this, right? None. But it doesn't look like there's a heavy layer of foundation on. You can still see the hairs on my face and my pores. I literally have a beard right here. It's so funny. Like sideburns come to chin burns. And I am very surprised by like the fact that I went in with a neutral shade thinking it could look a bit grey, but actually it doesn't look grey at all. I think it like blends perfectly. I think I look really radiant, and that to me is actually quite shocking and quite surprising, because usually I go with foundations that overcompensate with either a red or a yellow finish, and that concealer, boo-boo, boo-boo. So I'm going to wear this for a while. I'm going to put it to the test, and I'm going to come back in a few hours and tell you what I think I look like.
6.5 hours.
6 hours later. It might even be a bit longer than that, I'm not going to lie. It is dark. I am hot, sweaty, I'm a mom. I've had playtime and I've had cooking time. And I'm not going to lie, these eyelashes need to come all the way off. And I haven't touched or done anything to my makeup. And here is what I'm looking like. Now, I'm a little oily, but this is nothing intense. And I didn't powder a lot at all because I'm like, no, I'm anti-powder. I want to glow a little bit. But this is nothing that a little blotting powder couldn't fix up. The coverage is still maintained. Looks lovely. You can kind of see up here where my like gloss is coming through. Around my nose always gets a little bit shinier. But in terms of the foundation, it has maintained its coverage and looks amazing. I've got the minorest creases right here. I don't know if you guys can see them. Just there, really minor. And I'm a smiley person. I eat a lot. So I do get creases here. And normally I like use my finger to like blot them in. But this isn't major at all. I feel like I look just as airbrush, but with my natural glow coming out. And the coverage is fantastic. And honestly, my under eye creasing is not there. Honestly, it's really, really good. So for a $20 foundation, honestly, from Juvia's place, I am highly impressed. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I love the colour of this foundation, and I didn't know if I actually would because I'm so used to going for stuff that's got a red tinge, a yellow tinge, and the fact that it didn't have like those tinges I was used to, I was a little bit taken aback by. But I think the result is a more natural looking finish on me that I'm here for. So that is the end of my review. 24, okay, it wasn't 24 hours, but you know, I've been wearing this for a while. I have links in the description bar below if you want to check it out. But in the meantime, I will catch you all later. Bye.